Back when I was younger, I was a massive pussy. I was scared of horror games, I was scared of horror movies, so it's no surprise that I was absolutely terrified when I discovered creepypastas. Creepypastas scared the absolute fuck out of me, and the creepypasta that scared me the most was without a doubt Jeff the Killer. I would lie awake at night staring at the gap between the doors of my wardrobe, absolutely convinced he was in there watching me. I'm not entirely sure why he scared me so much, considering he's pretty objectively the least scary of the popular creepypastas. On the one hand, you have a variety of terrifying supernatural entities, and on the other hand, you have a freaky looking preteen with a knife. He's not even that threatening in his origin story. I mean, it literally starts with him being successfully fended off by a small child. I think part of the reason why a character like Jeff the Killer scared me so much is that there's this level of escapability with Jeff. Like, I could get away from Jeff the Killer, so I've got to be prepared to run. Whereas if I was confronted with Slender Man, I'm basically fucked, right? Realistically, I am not escaping a 10-foot tall teleporting dude with tentacles. That isn't to say I wasn't still shit scared of Slender Man, but more in the same way I'm scared of getting hit by a bus, right? It's just something that I really don't want to happen to me. While Jeff was definitely my most feared, he was far from my favorite creepypasta. That spot goes to Pokemon creepypastas. I think partly the reason why I like Pokemon creepypastas so much is because they weren't really all that scary. There's only so many ways you can draw Pikachu with blood pouring from the eyes before it loses a little bit of its scare factor. But I also think that the old games are innately creepy. They have creepy sounding music played on 8-bit speakers, they're in black and white, which is like the scariest color combination, and there are versions of the game released only in Japan, and only in Japanese, a language which literally nobody knows. And then there's the conspiracies. Several children apparently killed themselves due to the high-pitched noises in the Lavender Town theme. In the original Red and Blue, your character kills Gary's Raticate, which is why he's in Lavender Town. There's an unlisted Pokemon called Missing No, and he's probably evil or something. Creepypastas in Pokemon generally revolve around someone finding a cartridge of an old game. They go to play it and find something's a little bit strange about this game. There's only one starter Pokemon called Knife, and he has only one attack, which is Stab to Death. The player fights a trainer, but when the enemy's HP drops, the Pokemon dies. What? Pokemon don't die, do they? The player then proceeds to kill every Pokemon in the entire game. When the game is over, the player feels a little bit conflicted over what they've done. It's just a game, right? Those Pokemon didn't actually die, right? Then the player dies or something, I don't know. The quality of creepypastas back in the day left a lot to be desired. But nowadays, internet horror has absolutely skyrocketed. We've got live-action horror shorts, animated horror shorts, independent horror games, and of course, a whole load of creepypastas. Some of the creepypastas have questionable quality, but some of them are so good that it almost feels insulting to call it the same genre as the original Jeff the Killer. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This video took absolutely ages to make, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, maybe consider sticking around for the next one, which will be out eventually.